Since the earliest days, humanity has been obsessed with what happens after death. Across cultures and ancient civilizations, sacred texts describe the mysterious journey of the soul beyond this world. In ancient Egypt, the Book of the Dead, a compilation of spells and prayers, guides the deceased through the dangerous Duat, the realm of the dead. The soul, known as Ba, faces daunting challenges, battling monsters, answering riddles, and ultimately standing before Osiris, the lord of the afterlife. There, the heart is weighed against the feather of Ma'at, the embodiment of truth and justice. A heart burdened by lies and evil is fed to Ammit, the soul eater. But a pure heart allows the soul to cross into Aru, the fields of eternal peace. Meanwhile, in ancient India, the Garuda Purana offers another vision. It teaches that after death, the Atma, or soul, embarks on a perilous 12-day journey, guided by messengers of Yama, the god of death. The soul sees vivid realms, shaped entirely by karma. Those who lived righteously glimpse the splendors of heaven, while others witness the harrowing torments of Naraka, a place of purification rather than eternal damnation. After facing the consequences of its actions, the soul is prepared for its next life, or possibly, liberation from the cycle of rebirth. In Tibet, the Bardo Thodol, known in the West as the Tibetan Book of the Dead, describes an even more profound passage. Upon death, the consciousness, or Nam Shis, wanders in the Bardo, a liminal space between life and rebirth. Visions of deities, both terrifying and peaceful, appear. The soul's reaction to these visions determines its fate. Failing to recognize the illusions leads to reincarnation, while achieving clarity leads to enlightenment and freedom. From the misty deserts of Egypt to the serene mountains of Tibet, these ancient writings reveal a universal theme: death is not the end, but a transition. A journey of trials, choices, and revelations. And perhaps, even today, these hidden paths still await every soul that crosses to the other side. We delve deeper into ancient texts, we encounter even more mysterious paths the soul takes after death, some leading to realms where the boundary between life and death becomes blurred, others forcing the soul to undergo unimaginable trials. In ancient Greece, the myth of the afterlife is both vivid and terrifying. Souls of the dead are guided to the underworld by Hermes, the messenger of the gods, crossing the river Styx aboard a boat steered by Charon, the ferryman. Here, in the dark realm of Hades, the souls face judgment by three judges, Minos, Rhadamanthys, and Aeacus. The virtuous are granted eternal peace in the Elysian fields, a paradise. But for the wicked, there is no refuge but Tartarus, a deep prison of unending torment. In Norse mythology, however, the afterlife is not singular. Valhalla, the great hall of slain warriors, is reserved for those who die in battle. Led by Odin, the All-Father, these souls are destined to fight and feast until the final battle of Ragnarok, the end of the world. Yet for those who do not die in battle, there is Helheim, a cold and silent realm governed by the goddess Hel. Helheim is a place of wandering, where souls drift aimlessly in the void of eternity. Turning to the mystic teachings of Kabbalah, we find a profound understanding of the soul's journey after death. According to Kabbalistic teachings, the soul ascends through various realms, starting from the material world, shedding attachments to the earthly realm. Finally, the soul reaches the emanation realm, where it encounters the divine presence of the Creator. Here, the soul experiences a union of enlightenment that transcends all worldly desires. In Eastern traditions, the journey of the soul does not end in liberation but in unity with the cosmic consciousness. The Bhagavad Gita speaks of the eternal nature of the soul, indestructible and unchanging. The soul moves through cycles of birth, death, and rebirth, striving for purification in each new incarnation. Its ultimate goal is not just to escape the cycle of reincarnation but to achieve unity with the divine, realizing its true essence beyond the physical form. The ancient Maya texts also offer a vision of the afterlife, where the soul must undergo trials to reach its final resting place. In the Popol Vuh, the soul must face deities of death and underworld beings. Only those who pass these tests can be reborn or transcend to a higher realm, merging with the gods. As we explore these ancient accounts of the soul's journey, a common thread emerges: the afterlife is not a fixed destination. It is shaped by the life one led, the choices made, and the wisdom gained. These sacred writings offer glimpses into the highest mysteries of existence, mysteries that may never be fully understood. But what happens when a soul refuses to follow its destined path? When the journey through death becomes a labyrinth of confusion and despair, leaving the soul to wander through the shadows of its past. As the soul's journey continues beyond the known realms, we find ourselves encountering the darkest and most mysterious places, where the very essence of existence is challenged. In the ancient Egyptian texts, the journey of the soul is not merely a passage through the Duat, it is a test of purity. For those souls unworthy of the paradise of Aru, the path leads into the abyss, a place of endless wandering, where they face creatures that feed on regret and despair. These souls are trapped in a void, their essence unable to ascend, existing only as shadows. The Egyptians believed that the heart, the seat of the soul, could be corrupted, rendering it unfit for passage to the afterlife. These souls, trapped in the void, are lost forever. The Greeks too envisioned a limbo, a place called the Asphodel Meadows, where those who lived neither virtuous nor wicked lives were destined to drift aimlessly for eternity. This realm, neither full of torment nor reward, was a reflection of a life led without purpose. The soul, without purpose or meaning, floats between existence and oblivion, its fate sealed by its own apathy. In some Tibetan traditions, the Bardo also contains a terrifying space called the Bardo of the Hungry Ghosts. This is a place where souls who have failed to free themselves from attachment and desire wander endlessly. These souls are believed to be cursed, forever thirsting and hungering for what they could not attain in life. They are unable to find peace, constantly tormented by their own cravings. Yet, even in these darkest realms, hope remains. According to the Tibetan Book of the Dead, even the souls trapped in these places have a chance for liberation. If they can recognize the illusions of the Bardo and embrace the truth of their existence, they may escape the endless cycle of suffering and find enlightenment. This recognition comes not from external guidance, but from within, through self-awareness and the realization of the true nature of their being. In many cultures, there are also accounts of souls who, upon death, choose not to cross to the other side. These souls, often called earthbound spirits, are believed to be trapped between life and death. They may have unfinished business, regrets, or unresolved emotions that keep them tethered to the physical realm. In the folklore of many cultures, these spirits appear as restless ghosts, lingering in places they once inhabited. They are lost, waiting for closure, seeking redemption, or simply yearning for peace. But even the most tragic of stories contain the seeds of transformation. The souls caught in this limbo are not doomed forever. Many traditions speak of rituals and rites to help guide these lost spirits toward the light. Priests, shamans, and wise ones have long known how to perform ceremonies that allow the dead to move on, releasing them from their earthly attachments and helping them find their rightful place in the afterlife. As we explore these accounts of lost, as the soul nears its final destination, we transcend beyond the known. This is no longer about judgment, trials, or purification, it is the ultimate transcendence of existence itself. In the final chapters of many ancient texts, the soul's journey doesn't always end in a resting place. In some traditions, the ultimate goal is not peaceful rest, but merging with the divine, transcending individual existence. This is moksha in Hinduism, liberation from the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. The soul, freed from attachments, unites with the eternal, merging with cosmic consciousness. It is a state of perfect unity, transcending form, time, and duality. In certain Kabbalistic teachings, the soul's final destination isn't a place but a state of enlightenment. As it ascends through realms, shedding material limitations, it reaches union with divine light, known as Ein Sof. Here, the soul becomes one with the infinite, experiencing eternal connection with the Creator. The ancient Maya also spoke of a higher realm, where the soul enters Xibalba, the underworld, not as punishment, but as ultimate understanding. After passing through trials, the soul reaches transcendence, uniting with the gods, returning to its source. For those who haven't achieved liberation, the cycle continues. Buddhism teaches that the soul or Atman never truly disappears. It continues, with each life offering new chances for growth and wisdom, ultimately leading to enlightenment. In many traditions, the soul's final transformation is seen as ascension, a final resurrection into a higher state, beyond the physical, beyond ego. This journey allows the soul to shed all illusions of separation and realize oneness with the divine. But what does this unity really mean? Is it the end of the soul's existence, or the start of something new, where time, space, and death no longer matter? Ancient manuscripts speak of mysteries that may never be fully understood, offering glimpses of a greater truth. The soul's journey is a circle, an eternal cycle of discovery, transformation, and union with the divine. Ultimately, the journey teaches us one key truth: death is not the end, but part of a greater cycle. It connects us to something beyond life itself. Every soul, with its unique experiences, contributes to the universe's harmony, moving towards union with the eternal. So, does the journey end only with unity, or is there another dimension we have yet to grasp? Perhaps the answer will unfold as we continue our own journeys, knowing that each step is part of an eternal path toward deeper understanding.